Hello and welcome back. Now I've been continuing to rip lumps out of this carcass, now knowing that it works well, but while I was doing that, cleaning things up, you see the commutator there, nice and clean, cleaning the insides, getting all the dust and everything out of it, making sure everything works nicely, checking the bushes are good, which they are, and generally a service. But while I'm doing that, I'm also got tittering over in my mind the other things that is on the list of criteria. The main one, the router lifter. Now I've looked online, especially on YouTube, at many people that have made these mechanical lifters with gears, with all kinds of crank up handles, some with levers to lift them up and down and such. But then I saw a manufactured version which goes down through the top and is a screw. And you put a fitting in, unwind it up and it brings it up and lowers it down again. Now that looked quite amazing and it looked absolutely perfect, but you have to buy it. I don't want to buy it, I want to make some of that. No matter what it costs me, as long as I can make it, it's an achievement. Anyone can go and buy stuff, you know, so let's look at the prospect of something like that. So then I'm looking at the router, the body, the casings, the bits I'm chopping out, all the stuff that I'm throwing away, little springs and pipes and everything like this. And I had this threaded bar, which was actually part of the micro adjustment system that came up from underneath the router, which obviously fallen apart, it was stuck inside there. And in it was this captive nut that was sitting in there, going up and down for the micro adjustment. And after a little bit of umming and ahhing and working out what to do, I come to the conclusion that if I attach this to the body, I could possibly wind it up and down. So, made up a piece of oak, real good solid stuff, bored a hole in the centre of it to take this captive nut, like that, in the centre. 3 holes straight through there and through the body, and with the windings out, the motor windings completely, I put 3 bolts through, clamping that totally solid. That is as strong as the case now, so that's not going to go anywhere. In the top, I had to grind out a little there to put a split pin on to stop it going up, and in the top I drilled a hole through to put a pin through that way with washers so that it can't come down either. I then ground the top of it into a hexagonal that will fit a socket, and now that fits on, and you can see turns it very nicely. So if everything works, I've not tested it fully yet, but if everything works, I've not only serviced and renewed my router, but I've saved myself a fortune on a router lift and got the type of lift that I'd really like to have. So let's get it put back to the end and see if everything's as it is, or what else I need to tweak. Okay, now for this lifter, a little temperamental to get it together. That seems to be working very nicely. I think what I need is a stop on that. I've got a split pin somewhere. Go on there to make that a stop so it won't look at any eye and I want that. Not going anywhere. That's good. With my half-inch and quarter-inch collet. I've got a 3/8 one as well, but never use it. Keep the half-inch one in, I like half-inch. Get it out. And put it back into its home. Finally. And there's the lifter, so it's nicely positioned. And from inside, let's see what it looks like. I'm coming back down again. It's not the smoothest of operations, but it's solid. Okay, well that's my battery done. Right, but that's working better nicely. But in general, that's my router working, and with a router lift that I don't need to worry about anymore. It should work quite adequately. Too slow. Much better. To router an insert into this tabletop, again, as I said, it's just for a cover on me dust extractor there, so I don't keep losing bits down there when I'm not using it. I'm using my trend cable tidy. I want that aperture there. Fastening it down, that was the question. What I've ended up doing is a couple of packers around it to keep this same size as my collet, which is quite a deep one. And I've hot glued them down to the table, and then just a few dots of hot glue onto the template, and it seems to be holding very solid. So I will just now, I've set it so I'm going to go down 6mm. That will be the thickness of my insert going into there. So let's now just quickly router that out, and then make an insert. Okay, that's cleaned up nicely. Now I just want to make a 6mm insert to go in there. Well, it turned out this adapter plate from the collets is exactly the same size as the insert that I've just made. So, do you want a line around it? Let's freehand it, because all these holes are wrong. Should do it. And that's that in, nice and easy to come in and out. I don't want anything too tight fitting, I want to be able to just pop it out when I need to do, and it's not going to go nowhere. Also I've put this bush, just fits in there perfectly, and it's an old one that I don't need anymore, and that hides away as well. So the objective and criteria for the router station upgrade was primarily to sort out the router itself, get that working again because it was on its way out. That's salvaged, that's done, that's working lovely now. Making a router lift, which I surprised myself there, that's turned out a lot better, a lot more convenient than what I first planned it to be. And then filling up the holes in the top. And that is it. It seems this job is complete. All tasks successful. Right, well thanks for joining us again. See you again next time. Bye for now.